Hi guys, welcome back to the Home and Homestead. Thanks so much for joining me today. If you're new, I'm Rebecca. Today we're going to be making a really delicious and quick dip that you can prepare using a number of different items you may already have in your refrigerator or pantry. We're making Cranberry Jalapeno Dip. This was inspired by a dip that I purchased many years ago from Costco, and I just loved the flavor combination. So I figured out the ingredients and how I was able to reproduce this recipe so that I can enjoy it throughout the year. Because this seemed to be more of a seasonal item at Costco that they had usually throughout the holiday season. And as you'll see, it has a great sweet and spicy flavor that works wonderfully to snack with crackers. So let's head over to the KitchenAid stand mixer and we'll prepare some homemade cranberry jalapeno dip. So the first thing that we're going to want to do is get some cream cheese nice and whipped smooth. So I have one 8-ounce package of cream cheese that I've allowed to soften at room temperature. So we'll just add this to our mixing bowl here. Then I'll just mix this until the cream cheese is nice and soft and whipped. There we go. The cream cheese has a nice soft texture to it now. I'm just going to scrape away from the paddle and the sides of the mixing bowl. And now to sweeten this up a little bit and to balance that cranberry that we're going to add later, I'll add 2 tablespoons of powdered sugar and 2 tablespoons of sour cream, and this will help to give it a little more of a spreadable consistency. There we go. Now let's add some more flavor. So first I have a half of a small onion that I've diced up. It ends up being about 1/4 cup of onion. And then about 2 or 3 jalapenos that I've diced up. If you like things really hot, you can do more or do serrano peppers. If you don't like it as spicy, you could tone that back a little bit. And then I did a nice handful of craisins, which ended up being about 1/2 cup. And I coarsely chopped them, and then I put them in a little bowl with 2 tablespoons of cranberry juice. And I allowed that to just soften up the craisins a bit and hydrate them. And I did that while that cream cheese was softening initially to room temperature. And that allowed the craisins to spread and mix through our cream cheese mixture that we made in order to help make our cranberry jalapeno dip. So let me get this mixed through here. There we go. So we have a nice light pink color to our dip. Let me just have a little taste here. That tastes just right to me. Now here's a point where you can add some optional flavors. If you want to add a little more of a salty taste to it, you can add a tablespoon of grated Parmesan cheese. I happen to like it a little more on the sweet side, more like the dip that I originally purchased from Costco, and this is what it tastes like to me. So now what we're going to do is scrape down the paddle and the mixing bowl here. I'll just cover it and put this into the refrigerator and allow this to set until it gets to the spreadable consistency that I want. So let's get this into the refrigerator. All right, here we have our homemade cranberry jalapeno dip. As I mentioned earlier, this was inspired by a dip that I purchased from Costco. They usually have it during the holidays and early winter, and it seems to be more of a seasonal thing. And this is really delicious, served with crackers. I have some homemade wheat thins off to the side. That's a really nice combination. If you want to see how I make homemade wheat thins, be sure to check out that video as well. Here you can see the nice big pieces of cranberry and jalapeno and that onion in there. If you wanted to have it a little thicker and a little more salty, you can add that tablespoon of grated Parmesan cheese. That would also help thicken up this dip even more. Now I had this dip in the refrigerator for about an hour or so. Usually I'll make it in the morning if I'm going to bring it to an afternoon or evening thing, or even the day before. Then the flavors really get to meld and that dip just kind of thickens up and sets a little bit more. And it makes a nice spread for on crackers and things like that. Typically when I bring this dip to parties and gatherings, it is just gobbled up. So if you're looking for an easy dip to whip up to have as a snack, maybe bring to a get-together, I hope you give this recipe a try. If you like more ideas or inspiration on other snacks, you can check out my playlist on the topic. I also have a number of different playlists on recipes, home decor, food preservation, and gardening. So if you're new to the channel or haven't done so yet, I would really appreciate it if you would subscribe. So please be sure to hit that subscribe button below and continue to watch my channel, The Home and Homestead, for some more homemade, homegrown, and home style inspiration. Well, I hope that you're having a wonderful day. See you next time. Take care.